Hey, what's going on? It's Kevin. In this video, I'm going to show you how to invest in Stash using the money you got from your Ebates or Rakuten account. Or if you haven't been investing before, it's a very simple app to use. Now, I shot this video early in the morning on my computer, so the audio isn't the best, but bear with me. I'm going to walk you through everything and all the benefits, and I'm going to leave a referral link in the description below where you can sign up and you'll get a bonus for doing that through my link. All right? Let's jump right into it. Good morning. We're a little bit quiet today. The wife and kids are upstairs sleeping. I told you in the last video I wanted to show you what to do with your cash back from Ebates. So I've got something for you. It's called Stash. It is an investment advisory firm where they let you buy micro shares of stock or ETFs. It only costs as little as $5 a month to invest, and you can set that on autopilot. You can change the number to whatever you want as long as it's beyond $5. The fee is only $1 a month. But let's just dive right in here. If you're new to investing, I think it's a great place to start. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit, make it a little smaller, get me out of the way. Let's see, ways to invest. I use this myself. There's 3 different types of accounts you can have. It is the investment account for yourself, the retirement account, which is, I believe, $2 a month, and then a custodial account, which is an account you manage for someone else. Let's say you have kids. I have a son. Hit the like button if you have kids or you want to have kids. I want to put some money aside for him so I can pick some funds or stocks, put it aside. It's his money, but I manage it until he is 18 or 25. It becomes his. He takes ownership of it. That's a custodial account. If you had an investment advisor, your money, and he was managing your money, then your money would be in a custodial account where you both have access to it, but he would be managing it for you. And I'll be talking about that with your 401k in another video. So make sure you grab the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to all so you get updates on the next videos when I post that material. All right, so let's start with the investment account. I'm not logged into my account because of the extra editing and stuff. I want to give you just this basic stuff for free. Let's get rid of this one. So there's a few videos on here. It breaks it down. It's $1 per month for the education, guidance, and tools for balances under $5,000. Or anything over that is 0.25. 0.25% of 5,000 winds up being about $12.50 a month. So it's about $1 a month until you hit 5,000, and then it's just a percentage. As you invest more, the fee goes along with that price. And there's no trading commissions because it's a fee-only firm. Let's see. It gives you some ideas on what ETFs are, how much to invest. An ETF is a share or ownership of a company. Let's see, claim ETFs, exchange traded funds, and ETF is a themed basket investment, like a stock or bond bundled together into a single fund that is traded on an exchange. So it's like a mutual fund where it's a group of funds that are mutually funded by different people. Like everyone has their money in it. That's where the money comes from. Except an exchange traded fund is traded on the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ or something. You can buy and sell it daily, regularly. Mutual fund, you have to buy it. They can't put your money in until the next start of the business day, and you can't get your money out until the end of the business day. So if you wanted to get out at 7:45 a.m. for no reason, you could do that. The problem with that is you might be trading too much. All right. And they buy fractional shares. That's why, in this example, it gives you Apple is trading at 178. Wow, I should have bought it 100. Oh, that's annoying. And you get a fractional share of that. So you get a piece of a share of a share. But it gives you the ability to buy something like Apple when you couldn't get it at $100, and now it's $178, like myself. You can get a piece of it for $5. All right. Move on to retirement accounts. Retirement accounts, if you're in my age group, which I've looked at my analytics, a lot of you are around my age, 25 to 35. You should be investing, and you might have a 401k, which I'm going to cover in another video. For here, they have IRAs. An IRA is an individual retirement account where you can invest your money tax sheltered. There's two types. You can either have a traditional, which is the money comes out of your check now or upfront, and there's no taxes on it. The money grows in the account, and then you are taxed when you take it out at 59 and a half or older. The other is a Roth account, where a Roth is you take the money now, it's taxed on your paycheck. You pay it now at whatever your tax bracket is. You invest it, it grows tax-free, and when you take it out at 59 and a half, you're not taxed on it again. So it depends on where you are at and where your tax bracket may be. If taxes are going to go up in the future, which they probably will, which the latest tax break we had is actually only temporary. They actually go back up in, I believe, 3 years. So in the long term, there's a chance that you could need to spend more money, which means you need to take more money out, which means you'll have to pay more taxes on that. So I'm not an investment advisor. You should talk to an investment advisor to get that advice, but personally, I take the Roth if you're in my age group. And here's a quick example. If you're investing $10 a week on a 5% average, which is kind of low, that's more of a bond. Then in 30 years, your 15,600 deposits over time would be 30,000, roughly that. So let's do something that's more realistic. Let's do like 8%. If you're putting it into 100% stocks and whatnot, let's see what that does. All right, 50. The same amount put in goes to 58,000. That's $10 a week. So you're really crushing it. Let's say you could do $100 a week. $100 a week. You'd invest 156,000, and it would be over $500,000 in 30 years. That's if you're putting it into an IRA. Your 401k, you could put more. Okay, let's jump back here. I hate to be going over all this like this. So more, geez. You know what? In the comments below, let me know if your employer put you in a target date fund. I'll be doing a video on target date funds shortly. All right, so, and then last but not least, the custodial account. It gives you the ability to have to save for a kid or a family member. If they're 2 years, like it gives you an example here. If they're 2 years old at a 5% growth rate, a monthly deposit of $20. By the time he's 26, how much is that? You'd have 19,000, starting with an initial deposit of $1,000, $20 a month, it'd be over $9,000. So by the time he's 18, you have $4,000. You buy a car. Buy a car, or take some classes, invest in a business, whatever he wants to do. Let's see. There's other options that they give you. It gives you individual stocks. I think I've gone over ETFs, which I've gone over. Bunch of different stocks. I actually just got something. I bought an ETF in defense. I bought an ETF in cannabis. I bought Apple. I bought Amazon. There's all those names that you're familiar with. BJ's, such a good company. You should. I'm going to do a video on that too. Chipotle. I love Chipotle. All that great stuff. All stuff that you've heard of. Large companies that you're not worried about. This isn't like fly-by-night stuff that you've never heard of, or small cap stocks, which are very small companies that don't have the best recording. Uber. I'm actually going to buy that today. All right. Those are all individual stocks, but you can get ETFs as well, which if you're starting out, this site gives you a recommended portfolio, which you should probably start with until you start going through the blog and taking all the lessons from the site. Big business, glitter is gold. Now they just put funny names on it, but I like this because you're new to investing. You don't know what all this stuff is. You don't know what ticker symbols are. You don't know what ETFs are. You don't know what stocks are trading in and out. This is really designed for long-term buy and hold, okay? And what they do is just give you a small paragraph that helps. It's really better marketing on what the fund is made out of, instead of going through long prospectuses and going through different investment sites and whatnot. Let's see, data, cannabis, food, global stability, all different baskets of investments. You know, if you want just things on raw earth, companies that are investing in land, there's a group of that. You can buy that ETF. Now again, it'll give you your own portfolio, which will be a mix of all of these. It'll probably start you out with like the S&P 500, that kind of stuff, and do a whole mix of these. Let's see. It also has some other cool features. You can do a Stash debit card where you get stock back at companies that are listed on Stash. You can get cash back with your regular debit card. You can open a bank account with them with no hidden fees. Get your check 2 days early. There's one more strategy I'd like to tell you about that I'm going to cover in the future, which is whatnot. But taking your savings account, I have a savings account where you get about $5 a month for $1,000, and you're going to take that money and just have it auto deposited right to your Stash account. So it's just, all you do is your money is sitting there, and then your bank pays you to invest. All right. If you like today's content, make sure to subscribe.